Hey world. So a few days ago my golden field S300U 2.1 speaker stopped working. When I connect it and turn on the switch, this will light up. Well, at the moment this is not connected because it's open. This power light will turn on, but there will be no sound or nothing. So I opened to find out that there's something wrong with the power supply. If you can see that it is a switch mode power supply instead of a transformer, and one can easily replace this whole switched mode power supply part and put a transformer inside, but that will not be about 50 watts, so that's why they had to put this power supply. So the mains comes in from here, then it goes from the switch, and that light is included in the switch. So even if this thing is dead, the light will keep shining. So the light is not a good indicator of whether it is in good health or not. The mains gets in, then it is filtered. First there is a proper fuse here, and then there are filter capacitors and common mode choke, then a bridge rectifier made of 4 diodes, and then it goes to the tank capacitor, and then this power MOSFET. And here is the problem. This is a snubber network as far as I know, made of 1, 2, 3 resistors and some other components, and I have the resistors here, and they're burned so bad that I couldn't even determine what values they are. Now one of them is a little less burned, and it looks like a 105. That means a 1 mega ohm. So I'm going to try putting 3 of those 1 mega ohm resistors in parallel, of course, and let's see if this works. Here are more 105s, but they look a little different. It's really hard to determine. I don't know the mathematics behind this. How do you calculate the snubber network? So let's give it a try. So this is the bodged up solution I came up with. 3 non-SMD through hole resistors of 1 mega ohm in parallel. Let's see if we can have a huge blast, or if this works. I'm expecting a blast, because at this point this is more of a guess. Let's see. Okay, so I just powered it up, and it neither had a blast, neither did it work. And then it came to my mind that I forgot to check the fuse, and I checked this fuse, which is, if you can see, is rated at 2 amps 250 volts right there. So let's change this fuse, and then we can either have a blast or a working speaker. Alright, so here it is. Let's see what's up with this. Check that. They did make it nicely though. I have never seen someone put shrinking tube on the whole thing. By the way, this is an example of what a fuse looks like when it's blown. If this is visible, no. As you can see, as if there is some dirt or grime in there. And this is actually that wire which blew up. Sometimes they even blow violently. The fuse does say 2 amps 250 volts, so let's find a similar fuse like this. So here I have a 2 amps 250 volt high rupture capable ceramic fuse. Let's put this in. I think I should also put some heat shrink tube around it, and let's put it in. So I just powered it up and there was a small blast. So since none of that worked, I decided to bypass this whole switch mode power supply and put on a huge transformer. Look at this transformer, superstar transformer. And on this side, 12 volt plus 12 volt and 6 ampere. This thing is made in Bangladesh. What I did here is you can see that this is the input line, and the input goes through here, then it goes to one of the transformers wires, then the other one, the red and the green, and they come out and they go to this place. You see, earlier this transformer was there, this was the ground pin, these two were 12 volt, and then these are later rectified by these diodes. Let's give it a try and see if we get a working speaker or a much bigger blast. Okay, so I tried with the transformer and it kind of worked but kind of didn't, and there was horrible noise. And I checked these diodes here, 3 of these are okay and this one is in short, so I'm gonna have to change all 4 of them with something Schottky. And let's see, so far it's been like cancer, you know. First the problem was, I thought the fuse, I changed it, and then I had another blast here, then I changed these, then I had another blast here, and I decided to bypass all of that and just use the transformer. And then it turns out there's a problem here. Who knows what else is in there. Okay, so here's something weird. This wire is magnetic. It's ferromagnetic. This is weird.